Hey, what's going on, guys? I, of course, am Dr. P. Thanks so much for stopping back by. Now, tonight is a late night upload, and I usually don't upload this late, but I had a busy day getting home late, but nonetheless, here I am pumping out another video for you guys. We've got a lot of interesting stuff to go over, including new updates to the castle, a new skin, and the New Year's Eve event. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, help me get closer to 400k subs. Shout out to these legends for using my supported creator code. If you want a shout out in a future video, all you gotta do is send me a screenshot proving you are supporting me as a creator. The absolute best place to do that is via Twitter. Also, I've got a big question for you guys. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what level you are currently in Fortnite, and I want to know what your level is, your actual level, and also your tier on the Battle Pass. I'd be really interested to know, so make sure to drop that in the comments. So today's reward for the 14 days of Fortnite for the 11th day is this Frozen pickaxe, which is essentially the Frozen Red Knight's pickaxe. Of course, the Frozen Red Knight is a skin that came along in the Frozen Legends pack. You can pick it up in the game right now for around $25 USD. I love this. I bought the Frozen Legends pack, so now I've got the pickaxe to go along with it. I've got the full actual Red Knight set and the Frozen Red Knight set, so I'm really excited they decided to give this to us as a reward. Now, the challenge for today is actually really easy. You just have to simply thank the bus driver 11 different times. Obviously, it will be a little time consuming because you do actually have to go into 11 different matches, but the good news is if you're really in a hurry, you don't actually have to play the game. You just need to load in, thank the driver by pressing down on the D-pad, at least that's the way it is for me on my console, and then you can leave and just keep loading into matches over and over and over again. But of course, I would recommend doing it naturally. Just play 11 matches. Fortnite's a fun game after all, and make sure to thank the driver every single time, and you should get this challenge done in no time. Tonight in the item shop, there's actually a new skin. It's called Sugar Plum. Now, it's interesting because this is the leaked skin I talked about in yesterday's video. If you missed that, Fortnite actually hinted at this skin yesterday over on their Instagram story, and it's like the first time any skin has been teased officially by Epic Games before its release, at least on their Instagram. I wonder if this might become kind of a new norm, or at least a more regular thing, where they tease something on their Instagram or maybe on their Twitter or other social media platforms like a day or two before the skin actually goes live. Data miners pretty much do this anyway. They figure out what's coming, they know what skins are coming. For the most part, there are a couple skins that slip in there that Epic is encrypting, and obviously it's pretty much impossible to tell what those skins are, but like I said, for the most part, 90% of skins are able to be found and leaked via data miners, and that's something Epic could put a stop to if they really wanted it, but I don't know. I think in a way it kind of builds up the hype, so they let it go. I don't know, but I think it would be awesome if they were to officially kind of take that over from data miners and leak the skins. It wouldn't even be a leak at that point, just hint and tease the skin itself. Now, the Sugar Plum skin has a back bling called the Flutter Frost. Now, the first thing that this reminds me of is the rifts. You know, there are a bunch of rifts around the map, and what it even reminds me more of is the butterfly from the butterfly event. As I said before, the back bling is literally called Flutter Frost, and I think that's pretty clear they're trying to make it be kind of like a frozen butterfly back bling. I'm not exactly sure, but it definitely looks that way, and it strikes an uncanny resemblance. I want to take a look at the tweet Fortnite actually said when they tweeted out this skin for the first time. They said, "This vision will dance in your head." So I get it, the skin's called Sugar Plum, and they used that line there. It's clearly referencing "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It's a popular poem, I think. It's actually a poem, also a song. It's a whole bunch of different things, really, but essentially, that's what this is a reference to. They say, "And visions of sugar plums dance in their head." They're saying a vision will dance in your head, and they're saying the skin is sugar plum, so it's pretty clear what they're referencing. Regardless of what they are literally trying to reference, I am a huge believer in underlying patterns and Epic Games teasing things through the use of double entendres. So they've done this before, you know, they've put in a lot of skins. Most recently I talked about the Ice Queen skin, even though that's not actually her name, that's what I call her. Fortnite tweeted this when the Ice Queen came out and said, "This queen holds a grudge." So clearly it looks like they're trying to give you very subtle hints, very underlying messages about what the skin is actually doing, maybe in regards to its position in the storyline or something else. And that's definitely not the first time they've been cryptic with item or skin descriptions, and it certainly won't be the last. That's just what they like to do. So that's why I think when they say this vision will dance in your head, it probably means something more than literally just referencing a Christmas song. Also, what's the deal with that? I know it's still technically the holiday season, but Christmas was a solid 5 days ago, and it seems like if they were going to go so heavy with a Christmas reference, they would put it in before or on Christmas. That just makes the most logical sense. "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" is literally a song about Santa Claus coming to your house, and he comes on Christmas. He doesn't come after Christmas, and that's when they're trying to sell the skin. So for that reason, I'm just really confused, not really confused, I guess that's the wrong word, but intrigued as to why they are going full out with a Christmas reference and then doubling down on that again with that tweet by saying the visions will dance in your head when it's not even Christmas. I have a theory as to what the visions will dance in your head might actually mean. If you take a look at the back bling as I've already previously described, it looks a heck of a lot like the butterfly from that butterfly event, and the vision from that sentence could very well just be the experience everyone had getting teleported to the in-between, which was a name for that white area that everyone went to during the event. There are a lot of unanswered questions still about that event. It was pretty big and pretty significant for the overall storyline of Fortnite. Not just Season 6 or Season 7, but the entire storyline. I feel like that is insane, and we still have a lot to learn about it. It was so surreal, and it just felt almost like you were dead, almost kind of like an afterlife type of thing. Maybe it was all just a part of our imaginations. Maybe it was all just a vision, and that description of the back bling by saying the vision will dance in your head is referencing that exactly. I could very well see what we experienced during that event simply being a vision, simply being a look into the future somehow. I'm not sure, but I think I'm making some solid points here, but for sure let me know what you think. That is the most important part. I don't care what I think. The most important part is what you guys think. I thought I'd give you guys a quick update to finish this video out about the castle. Now, yesterday I made a video in which I talked about how it's melting and how there is a new secret area underground. I heard it melted even more, so I went to check it out. So I went back under here and mined back in to exactly the same point, and if you notice, it's for sure melted even more just since yesterday, just since 24 hours ago. You'll notice there's more room for the chest, there's more room to move around, and you can even go to the ice and start breaking down some of the castle columns through the ice. So I think those are all very clear indicators that the ice has begun melting at a much more rapid pace. I mean, we're talking about, you know, very minimal melting going down every single day instead of just one chunk update where nothing happens for like weeks and then one update goes by and then all of a sudden like 2 stories get melted down. That's what happened for the first little bit, but now it looks like they're transitioning possibly into doing it kind of every day at a much slower rate to give people kind of a concrete measuring stick of what's happening. If you see stuff happening every day and you can compare what it looked like the day before to currently, I feel like that helps people understand what's going on a lot better. And also, people won't be so confused when one day they log in after an update and there's 3 more stories available to the castle. If you keep landing at the castle and naturally playing the game, you will of course discover that it's melting ever so slowly, and the build-up will add suspense. That's at least what I think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe. Make sure to use my support a creator code if you're ever buying any V-Bucks. I would appreciate that very, very much. Have a great night. I'll catch you later, and until then, peace out.